Hi, I'm Erin Pasquette. I'm a birth and postpartum doula, childbirth educator, lactation counselor, and pre and postnatal yoga instructor, and a baby wearing enthusiast. So I'm here today to share that with you with my admittedly creepy doll. He's weighted, and I guess he's about a few months old in weight here. So I'll get started with showing you a few things about baby carriers. The first thing I want to talk about is the mechanics of baby wearing and the things that you really need to remember no matter what type of carrier you choose. I'm going to put him down for a moment. So some of the really important things about baby wearing are to remember the acronym TICKS, T-I-C-K-S. T means tight, I is in sight at all times, C is close enough to kiss, as well as keeping the chin off of the chest. K is knees, having them supported, so in this nice M shape, which I'll show you. S is supported, so keeping the back supported. So let's get started. The first carrier I'm going to show you is a buckled carrier, and I intentionally have not adjusted this yet because it's set right now for my toddler. This one is the Tula Free to Grow, and so I'm going to show you how to get it adjusted. Most buckle carriers will have a waist belt that you can adjust. This one has snaps. So for the infant size, we're going to tighten it. I highly recommend always following manufacturer's instructions. All these brands have really fantastic videos online, and I'd watch them a few times before getting started so you are familiar with your carrier and know the safety guidelines and recommendations. For the Tula, this one is the Free to Grow. The weight restriction is 7 to 45 pounds. So my son is just 2 and we still wear baby wear on a regular basis. Buckle goes around the waist. I like it backwards first so I can tighten it. Actually, go through the safety loop here. Keeps the buckle a little more secure. I like to fit mine around my hips. It feels the most supported there. I don't feel like I'm putting pressure on my pelvic floor when it's there. If you've given birth via cesarean section, I would wait to baby wear until your incision is fully healed. You want to make sure your baby is at least the minimum size for your carrier. So to get started, bring your baby up against your chest, nice and supported. I like to have them centered in the carrier before I even get started. And then keeping baby supported with one hand, bring the fabric of the carrier up with the other, and then put the shoulder straps on like you would a backpack if you were wearing it on the front of your body. The tricky part is always the shoulder straps. And you just click it. I like to have them adjusted before getting the baby on to somewhere where I think is approximately the right area. If it's not, you can adjust it yourself, take the baby off, or have somebody help you. So the big things to remember here are the acronym TICKS. T is tight, so the fabric of the carrier is tight. There's not a lot of slack, baby is supported. I is in sight at all times. I can see his airway that he can breathe. C is close enough to kiss. And the chin is off the chest. We want to keep the chin lifted up and not tucked down because that restricts baby's airway. K is knees. So the fabric of the carrier is going from knee to knee, and the legs come up, knees are higher than the hips, and then tush is supported. And it's this nice M shape. And then K is, knees. S is supported. So baby's back is supported in this nice C curve. I feel supported as well. I don't feel like there's a lot of pressure on my pelvic floor. If I had a cesarean incision, there's not pressure there. If for some reason it doesn't feel right, make the adjustments. Don't compromise your own comfort and safety. One of the questions I get the most about baby wearing is breastfeeding and carriers. I find a buckle carrier is one of the easiest ones to breastfeed in. So to get started, I like to adjust under the arms and just loosen it up a little bit. You don't need to loosen up a lot. And then supporting baby, loosen the waist belt. You'll just wiggle baby down until they're at nipple level. I'm not wearing a breastfeeding accessible shirt, but you would find the adjustments, and really the amount of adjusting is based on your anatomy. My son is being a dog. So then you would just adjust. Baby would find their way to the breast what I like about the Tula Free to Grow is that it does have this cover. So if you're in public and you feel more comfortable being covered up, you can cover.
Daddy, right here.
And still, so you still see your baby.
Daddy, right here.
Daddy, the other thing I think people forget about baby wearing is how do you get your baby out of your carrier? And it's the reverse order of how you got your baby in. But I think in the beginning you can feel a little bit nervous. So hold on to your baby, at least with one hand, so they feel supported. You feel supported. You'll unbuckle. And then take off your backpack straps, keeping baby supported. There you go.